Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cyclones offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. The give to the back. Pulled down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Wants to pass. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Mountaineers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry up. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Samuel. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back up.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Connors. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Iowa State sending the offense back out. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bohannon. Oh, he's got some space.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Finds the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rushes on him, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Connors. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Iowa State. Hauled that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 11 over Clemson. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. On the ground, it's Bohannon. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now he's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Finds a little space. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just... down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Connors. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connors. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle. It's Connors. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's right down the boulevard.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's out past the 35. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And after that last score. This is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Release to the back. That's caught. It's Bohannon. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field.
There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Unloads to the wideout. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short, trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Samuel. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Mountaineers are on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And they will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. He'll bring it out. It's Toure. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Bohannon. Still running at the 40. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Got his man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep sprinting. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Bohannon. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Running into the open space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Connors. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Snap in the shotgun. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
On the run, it's Bohannon. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Off the play fake. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires on the move. Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to